It's Yetundevlogs. Yetundevlogs.
Hi guys and welcome to Yetundevlogs. My name is Yetunde. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a fantastic week. And yes, I hope you're enjoying February, the month of love. So many people use your name in vain. And I'm feeling all kind of lovey-dovey right now. Don't mind me, don't watch that. But I wanted to talk about doing the do. Yes, I wanted to talk about that thing that we married couples do, that thing that we do, that thing that we get down to. I know I've kind of touched on it before, I've kind of joked about it, but I want to put a disclaimer. I am not an expert. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing my own experiences and I want to share it with you guys. And that's it really. I just want to, like I said, I like to gist with you guys and I like to share my experiences. So I wanted to kind of, this was actually spurred by a DM that I got, and it was quite deep because I could really relate to it. Had a young woman that had reached out to me, she just wanted to ask, she was just asking me basically if I at any point found sex painful. And obviously, for me, because I had experienced that, that's why obviously I responded accordingly with my own experience and what had happened. For me though, I have to be honest, my husband being my first and only person that I've been with like intimately, it's not something I really enjoyed initially. I have to be honest, and it wasn't any reflection on my husband at all. He's a bit more experienced than I am, and a lot more experienced than I am. I don't know, that sounds wrong, but anyway, he's a lot more aware. He was a lot more aware of himself sexually than I was, so to speak. So that I think that helped, but initially I found that it wasn't about him. It was just about me, because I just was not enjoying it initially. I didn't enjoy it because it was painful, for one. Like, it was painful, and I just couldn't get past the fact that it was painful. Like, it was just painful for me, and I didn't know what to do. Thankfully, I'm part of this women's group, and shout out to PwC. They are amazing. It's a praying women's circle. We pray together and we help each other out, and it's been such a blessing for me because during that period, I was rather disillusioned. You see things on TV, you hear about it, you might read some books, and you think, okay, I've got this down. I just always felt like it would be a naturally flowing thing. Like, I never felt like I needed to practice. So I never felt like I had to be experienced in order for me to enjoy it. I just felt like it's more than bodies meeting for me. It's a spiritual thing, and it's an emotional thing. So if I'm with the person that is the love of my life, sorry, I keep hitting my. So if I'm with the person that is the love of my life, then obviously for me, I just felt like it would just flow. But it didn't. It didn't flow like that, and it didn't flow at all actually for me. And bless it, my husband, he really tried. He was very gentle, and he was very considerate. But again, like I said, it wasn't about him. I reached out to the ladies in my prayer group, and I was like, I'm not enjoying it. I'm like, what is this thing that you ladies talk so much about? Like, you ladies are advanced. You are my seniors in this marriage game, and you're loving it. You're talking about different movements and all these angles and everything, and I can't even do one simple thing and enjoy it. And so I just didn't know what to do. But they really helped me, like, just kind of realize that it was less about the act but more about my psyche. Like, psychologically, I wasn't there. Like, I wasn't really, because obviously I'd had that initial pain, and I just felt like this is just too painful. And wherever your mind is at, especially for me as a woman, and I think someone even said that on one of my comments, that women, it's a mind and body thing isn't, and mind, body, and soul thing for us. I think it is for everybody. I think it is for men and women. But for like, I think for me, it was just my mind was really not in it, and like I really was. I think I would find myself. I was bracing myself. So obviously, when you're bracing yourself for pain, you're more likely to feel more pain. I feel, and it wasn't the best place to be psychologically, and they kind of encouraged me to decide to make a decision that I'm going to enjoy sex. I'm going to have a good time. It's good, I'm with my soulmate. I'm with my husband. I love him, and this is a special time for the both of us. So I want us to enjoy it. It's going to be amazing. So it was like I had to let myself know that it's going to be amazing. I'm loving it. I love my husband, and I'm going to love it. And also communicating with my husband and telling him, what felt good in what area, and, or what I didn't like the feel of, or what I needed him to just hold back on and everything. That really, really helped. So, and also lube. Lubricant is very helpful in those particularly dry seasons. So when my husband would initiate it, before I would like wince a little bit, because I'm like, oh, that thing is just so painful. I want to do it, and I want to be happy doing it as well, but I'm not happy doing it. But when I decided, I took it on a particular day. I just said to myself, okay, Itty, you can do this. This is your husband. He loves you. You love him. This is going to be a wonderful time. I wasn't psyching myself up, but I was making a decision. I was like, I'm going to enjoy sex with my husband. I'm going to enjoy it with him, not just now, but forever. We're going to enjoy it till our old age, and it's important that we enjoy it. This is how we connect together, and we are going to connect together. And yeah, so I was like, I'm doing this. It's done. And then we did a do, and it was wonderful. It was like the best I'd ever had. It was the best I'd ever had. And consequently, it has been great ever since. And I think that I know when if I'm having a rough day, that if my mind isn't really into it and I really can't get my mind into it, then I'd rather not do it. But if I've decided that I'm going to do it and my mind is in it, then I'm going to do it, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to love it. I don't believe that there's one rule for sex and how to enjoy it or what to do and everything. I feel like it's just something that is very personal to you and your partner, but I also believe that communication is the best thing that you can do for yourselves. Like I said, telling each other what feels good. And for me, again, foreplay really helped, and I feel like that's an important part of the sexual experience and having sex and everything. So yes, I do sometimes feel that there isn't much support for those that aren't really sexually experienced, that when they get married don't necessarily enjoy it. Sometimes some people don't feel like they know what to do or whether they should speak out and stuff. And honestly, I'm really blessed to have had the support that I did, because I don't know what I would have done otherwise, because I really did not know what to do. So that's why I decided to make this video, because I know I'm not really someone that talks about sex on my channel and everything, not because I'm a prude, but because I'm not an expert, and I don't want to talk about things that I have no business talking about, because I don't know nothing about. But as I am learning, and as I become more enlightened about things, and as I experience certain things, I do feel like it's important to share it. And getting that message from that young lady was important for me. I just felt like, there are other people out there that may have this kind of experience, and if they do, don't be shy to speak out to those that you feel like could help you, because it's not easy, and I feel like sex is very, very important in marriage. It's a beautiful thing, and it's something that we need to encourage, that it's a beautiful thing within matrimony, and I think it's not as encouraged. I wanted to do this video to kind of just reach out to anyone that felt like they've been in that situation or are in that situation, to kind of encourage you guys to seek out help, whether male or female, seek out help. It's normal, especially if you're coming from an inexperienced place, to feel like how you do feel, or maybe you're not enjoying it, seek out the help, because it's important. I feel like in a marriage, sex is very important. Like it's very, very important. It's very important because it's. I'm not saying it's everything, but it's a prominent thing, and you know you should enjoy it, and it's a beautiful thing as well. And I think more of that should be encouraged, especially for us married peoples out there. So I thought I would share that with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment below if you do have any tips for those that are in those kind of situations, that are feeling a bit that they're not enjoying it at the moment, or for whatever reason, whatever tips that you have that are helpful, please comment below, and I appreciate them. I appreciate you guys watching this video, and if you like it, don't forget to hit the like button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.